Hello, everybody. This article just dropped from CP24. Danny Masterson has been convicted of the rapes of two women, and he has been sentenced to 30 years to life. I actually hadn't been following the case. I did know that he had been charged and was on trial, but I had no idea the trial was this close to being done. I didn't know the sentencing was going on, and he's not just 30 years, but 30 years to life. So I mean, I wonder, I don't want to say I wonder how badly he raped them, because there's no rape hierarchy, because rape is rape and it's horrible. But to add the to life onto that, he must have been either stalking them beforehand or afterward. This one of the women said, quote, "When you raped me, you stole from me," said one woman, who Masterson was convicted of raping in 2003. Quote, "That's what rape is. A theft of the spirit." She's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. And honestly, I would say that rape is probably one of the worst things that can happen to a person, because you have to carry on living after it happens, and you have to figure out how to do that without being cruel to yourself, but also not wallowing in pity for yourself and anger for your attacker. Because as valid as your anger is, you can't stay angry, because hatred, it's so cliche, but hatred and anger is so draining. It takes so much energy, and not being angry anymore doesn't mean you've forgiven the person. It just means that you're not giving them space in your head and your feelings, and that's really hard to do too. "You were pathetic, disturbed, and completely violent," she said. "The world is better off with you in prison." God damn. The other woman Masterson was found guilty of raping said he has not shown an ounce of remorse for the pain he caused. She told the judge, "I knew he belonged behind bars for the safety of all the women he came into contact with. I am so sorry, and I am so upset. I wish I had reported him sooner to the police." And that is one of the hardest balancing acts to do, because going to the police with a rape accusation, first of all, it's embarrassing, because you have to sit there and detail everything that you went through, and that's really embarrassing. And it's not fun, because they also question every detail, because they have to. And then you run the risk of, is your attacker gonna be a better liar than you are a truth teller? Is your attacker going to have a good lawyer? Is your attacker going to be somehow able to skate through? And that is why so many women don't come forward, or not just women, but so many people don't come forward with their stories. But at the same time, you have to, because you can't let these monsters go free. You can't let them do that, because they win then. Masterson waived his right to speak before he was sentenced. Good for you. Probably the best thing you could have done. And had no visible reaction after the judge's decision. Wow. Nor did the many family members sitting beside him. His wife, actor Bijou Phillips, was tearful earlier in the hearing. So wait, his whole family was like stone-faced when they handed down the sentence? That's weird. And kind of creepy. That's honestly the most disturbing thing, because even you would think that even a self-absorbed person would have a reaction to losing the rest of your life. And the fact that he's able to sit there and just be stony about it, that is very telling. That's very, very scary. That he has that little care about himself, about the people that he hurt, about anything. That he can just sit there, listen to statements by his victims in regards to his sentence, and then hear, I sentence you to 30 years to life, and he's 47. So, at the most, if he has good behavior and he gets out in 30 years, he'll be 67. Or no, 77, I apologize. I can count, I promise. He'll be 77 years old. If he gets out in 30 years. Otherwise, he's dying in prison. And he's just able to just sit there and listen, stone-faced. That's some sociopathic shit right there. This time, a jury of 7 women and 5 men found Masterson guilty of 2 counts on May 31st after 7 days of deliberations. Both attacks took place in Masterson's Hollywood area home in 2003 when he was at the height of his fame on the Fox hit sitcom That 70s Show. They couldn't reach a verdict on the 3rd count, an allegation that Masterson also raped a longtime girlfriend. They had aided 8-4 in favor of conviction. So wait, 7 to 5 unanimous, 7 women, 5 men unanimous decision on 2, 8-4 verdict on the other one. That is sad. That's really sad. I do feel bad for the 3rd woman because, and I don't understand how they were not able to, was it maybe just because it was a girlfriend? I don't, that does sometimes muddy things. It sucks, but it does sometimes muddy things. And actually no, because there are times when ex-girlfriends or boyfriends can be, vindictive, but on the other hand, you shouldn't be able to get away with raping your partner. Mr. Masterson, I know that you're sitting here steadfast in your claims of innocence and thus no doubt feel victimized. Wow. By a justice system that has failed you, Almeida told Masterson before handing down the sentence. But Mr. Masterson, you are not the victim here. Your actions 20 years ago took away another person's voice and choice. One way or another, you will have to come to terms with your prior actions and their consequences. The defense sought to have sentences for the 2 convictions run simultaneously and asked for a sentence of 15 to life. Yeah, no. Especially if, because he's being described as a violent in his attacks. So, and 3, the fact that he was being charged with 3 rapes. Like, that's bordering on serial rapist. That's a problem. I think 30 years to life is more than fair. He's been tried and found guilty in a court of law. The evidence has shown that he's guilty, and that this is what happens. And the fact that, like, if he was innocent, if I was innocent, and I got told you're going to jail for the rest of your life, I know for a fact I would not be able to sit there with a stone face and not at least cry, if not, like, probably faint. Like, I'm sorry, if I really were an innocent person and the justice system found me guilty of something that horrible, and then I was told you're going to jail and you're gonna die there, no, I don't think I could sit there, like, even as a shocked person, I don't think I could sit there and not emote at all. That is very telling to me. So, that's my thoughts on the matter. I thought I'd quickly record this when I saw the article. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.